Hey everyone, it's Tyler from BitFins, and today I'm just going to be giving you a quick update video on what we have recently released in the project and what we are looking to do to expand the brand going into the future. So as you can see here on the homepage of our website, we've done a complete remodel of everything so it can kind of update more of our aesthetic and our 3D models more accurately. You've got this main area here, and then as we go over, you can see that we have this new section showing screenshots of the aquarium and where you can go to start building your own. As we scroll down and get to this carousel, we've got this new setup where it'll show both released and unreleased items inside of the BitFins platform that you will be able to get. This is a cool little way to see what's upcoming in the project and what's currently out. And then if you're interested in actually getting something, you can click here on one of the names. And if it's released, it'll actually take you to JPEG Store where you can try to scroll and find what item you want inside of that collection. If you ever want to see who's currently active on the team, we do have a new section that is showing anybody who would like to be doxxed in our team on the website, and then everybody else with basically their aliases and what they do on the team. Right now it's myself and Brett Raymer from the show Tanked, and then you've got Hookman, who is doing blockchain and game development for us, and then our final two main members are going to be Nathaniel, who is our 3D character modeler, and 8 Aquariums, who is our animator. On the Build Your Aquarium page, we are always going to have an embedded video that's going to be the most updated version of the aquarium and how to actually walk through it and utilize it. As you scroll down, you can see key features that will continually update as we add new features to the platform and kind of the direction we want to take it. And then down at the bottom, you're going to see the different versions. So the Windows app is going to be what you can download actually on your computer. It does run a lot better and the graphics are a lot higher than the web version just because of what we can actually do with textures and all that fun stuff. And then the web app is going to work for anybody that doesn't have a Windows computer, or you might even have a lower performance computer. And so this might be more manageable than running that Windows app. We also have a new controls layout through here. So if you're using your mouse and keyboard, you actually know what you're going to be hitting to move around and decorate and do anything inside of that platform. We did add this updated roadmap, which goes into the end of 2023. So you can kind of always have a visual of what we want to do and kind of where we're estimating we'll be able to hit those milestones. The first major one right now for us is going to be opening a stake pool. So right now we've already started the process of getting everything set up for our own nodes and getting all the infrastructure online. And then we're hoping from the date of this video to have that live within the next couple epochs, which is about 2 weeks, to get everything live. Through the end of the year, we've already started designing a mobile augmented reality app. So right now you currently have that augmented reality mode baked into your NFTs where you can do the photos and videos on your phone. But we are also actually making a native application, which will kind of run how the web aquariums would work. So basically, to give you a visual with explaining it, we are going to design these portals that you'll be able to edit. So when you pull up the application on your phone, you select a portal. It's going to be a representative of an aquarium of yours that you would design in this AR app. Once you pull up the portal, it'll place on the ground. You walk a few steps forward, and inside of that app, you will have your own aquarium that you will be able to design, save, and show others later, no matter where you are at in the world. And so that's something we're super excited about getting developed and allowing that to coincide with our current aquariums. Also, through the end of the year, we are hoping to actually have the beta mode with updated graphics working for virtual reality in the web-based aquariums. And we are also looking to expand more into Ethereum with our MetaMask link, get a collection on Ethereum, and then also introduce our XP system, which will revolve around how long you've held certain fish and different extra things you can do. Like if you'd be staking to us, maybe there's potential that you are getting a bonus of XP so that your fish are growing faster towards that larger size area. For all of 2023, we have a very extensive plan of things we want to finish, and one of them is going to be mostly just expanding outward, getting more integrated into the aquarium industry, and just showing what the real power of blockchain and NFTs can be through our brand. One part of that expansion is going to be adding a third blockchain to the aquarium. So right now we support Cardano and Ethereum NFTs. We are also planning to do what would potentially be our first stake pool airdrops. I am looking at doing some sort of membership pass. So once our pool is live and you stake to it for a certain amount of epochs, let's say potentially 20 epochs, you'd get this membership pass airdrop to you. It would be first come, first serve until we run out of those passes. And those passes would essentially give you permanent whitelist inside of our project for every single mint going into the future. And then you also get extra perks, like some mints will be discounted for you, or maybe you get access to discounted bundles. It'll basically be an all-encompassing brand pass for the BitFins ecosystem. Alongside the third blockchain, we want to add a fourth blockchain depending on what's going on in the entire NFT industry at that time. That would probably be closer to the second half of 2023, but we would want to try to explore options starting around Q2. We want to introduce the breeding system, so hopefully have all of the season 1 fish revamped into a new art style. And then once we do that, we're going to work out the designs of the breeding and the mutations for people, so that we can allow for you to start doing that with multi-sig transactions and vending machines going into Q2. And then we are also looking at what we can do for mini games for potential bonuses in the aquariums, and how we can use that to reward your experience for using the platform daily. Some really big features and stuff we're exploring for the second half of 2023 are going to be, we want to get into the game of basically giving you your own hardware. So if you don't have a computer, then you potentially might run into issues where you can't use our aquariums. And so what we want to do is we want to see our options for either partnering with a company, or what we can do to work with a distribution platform to allow us to make these kind of screens that would have our aquarium app built in. And then so basically you buy that frame, it comes to your house, maybe you've got like a 40-inch, you plug it in and it's pretty much ready to go. You just sign it with your details. You either have, your NFTs or some other model from us that you want to put in, and then you can get designing all the way through. This is going to coincide with the fact that we want to add a subscription model. So the idea would be for people that maybe right now it's out of their budget to get special NFT collections. What they could do is they could do a monthly or annual subscription with us to get basic features in the aquarium that would have a little less access than what NFT holders would get. And it would basically be almost a conditional ownership that we facilitate. And so you would get like maybe 3 to 4 fish for the baseline kind of subscription. You'd get access to certain decorations that you can use. And then you would still be able to share your aquarium with people so they can see what's going on and all that kind of fun stuff. We want to look towards the route of a possible ecosystem currency, which would be used almost exclusively for in-app purchases. And so you would get that currency from staking to our pool, interacting within the BitFins ecosystem and doing all of those things. And then you would be able to wrap back into the aquarium platform, and when we've got like limited edition sales, you can use your currency that you've accumulated to get new exclusive fish or new decorations or some sort of cosmetic thing inside of there that you want to enhance your whole experience with. And to finally touch on some of our expansion efforts, we are going to be looking to seek some partnerships potentially with bigger brands like Animal Planet, National Geographic, and larger aquariums like Monterey Bay Aquarium, possibly Denver Aquarium. A lot of different things like that where we could do maybe like geolocation type mints. So basically if you're in a certain area, it'll register on your phone that you're in that area, and then you'd be able to mint an NFT because you visited that venue. There's a lot of cool stuff we can do with that. Brett being on our team gives us a lot of different avenues that we can explore in that realm. And we are going to be working pretty heavily with content creators in the aquarium industry scene and doing stuff for them and their audiences. And so that would open a lot of doors for us to expand going into the next couple years. The final thing I want to touch on in this update video is what we're planning to do about graphics and updating to a more realistic model of our fish. What we've been planning for a while now is to continually upgrade to a more realistic factor. We want really deep immersion when you're going into your aquarium. So we'd already planned to add graphical settings long-term, like ray tracing and just insane lighting and a lot of those different features for people with higher end computers that can run it. The biggest thing right now is we just want to get everything to work, and then we're going to be adjusting a lot of that art style. And if you've been following us on social media, you've probably seen some of these crazy new hyper-realistic fish we've been developing. We are going to be looking towards revamping season 1. So the cartoon fish that we had previously, like the pangafin and the hawkfin and all that, we're going to be using AI and other things to help us kind of migrate them from that form into that more realistic form. So we'll be kind of fusing the cartoon style with that of a more, immersive factor of how they should be represented. And you won't have to do anything with your NFTs. Your previous NFTs from season 1 and the bokeh fins and everything will be fine. All it'll do is once you load them into the aquarium, as we update the graphics and everything, they'll be shown in their full potential as a realistic fish in that engine, which is super cool. That's why we love the power of NFTs. You can do absolutely nothing and not have to worry about migrating to a whole new game engine or anything else. Like if you just have your wallet and we have the wallet connection, it's just there. You can just do it. So that's a big thing for us, is we're trying to go more towards that realism factor. And as we go closer to that, we will be revamping the older style for everybody doing that. Season 1, we still have a lot more utility than our newer collections. It's going to be our Genesis collection. It's got one of the main brand tags on it as, the season 1 of BitFins. And we've said from the start, if you go to our white paper that we call the C paper, you'd be able to see all the features that are coming to those, like the breeding and mutations. Other than the fact that they have long-term customization that you can do. Maybe they have like a subtle glow when they're at nighttime, so they get that neon aesthetic. There's a lot of things we want to do, and I think a lot of people are going to be really happy with what we're doing in previous collections still. So if you're worried with what we've done with newer drops, I wouldn't be, because we're doing a lot of updates for those, and we still have a lot of features we have to roll out for our aquarium over time. Thank you guys for taking the time to sit down and watch the video and listening to our plans. I can't wait to get a lot of this out over the next few months. I think we're going to be in a very different space even in the next 6 months, and I feel fully confident that with our project we're going to be able to do a lot of cool things in both the NFT and aquarium industries. Make sure you get your aquarium set up if you haven't yet, so you can actually enjoy your fish and decorations and all that. And other than that, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.